Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we get a chance to check out FSD 12.5.5.3. Just came out a couple of days ago. Figured I'd give it a test run to see if we can solve some of these issues that we do have with FSD and see if they've gotten a little bit better. So I have programmed in a route here that's going to take us through some of the common areas where I have trouble at, and we'll check out and see how it does. Right now it's coming up behind this truck, and I guess the speed limit's through here 25 miles an hour. It's going a little bit faster than that, right around 27, but that's not a big deal because I really think it's 35 miles per hour through here, but the truck doesn't know, so it's kind of defaulting to 25. But right now it seems to be doing a pretty good job, but we'll see when we get out there. I'm going to hop on the interstate for a minute and we'll see what happens. So we're coming up to one of the problem spots right now. Right here at this stoplight, it always makes a left turn, and anybody that's been using FSD for any amount of time knows that left turns are kind of interesting in the Cybertruck with FSD, as it tends to, well, cut it a little tight. So we're going to see if it's going to cut it tight once again. See if it cuts it in a little bit too close like it had been. It's signaling the left turn. And hopefully it won't come in real tight. Hopefully it'll line up right in the middle of the lane that it needs to go in. There it goes, makes a left turn, and let's see, does it turn in tight? Actually, that was pretty good. That was pretty impressive. Still hit the same pothole though. It is the exact same pothole every single time, dead center. This thing is, if it's not anything, it's definitely consistent. Behind this truck, it seems to be doing a really good job of deceleration. It's not jamming on the brakes like it was before. Well, it looks like FSD is actually doing a nice lane change. It's gotten to the left lane here. It's actually doing exactly 10 miles per hour over the speed limit, which is what I actually have it set for a maximum. It's not deciding to do any more than that, and it's maintaining speed control through here. Minor but significant improvement. Now, this is one of the toughest situations for FSD to be in, is behind a big old truck. Because as you can see out here in the computer view, it can't see beyond that truck. So it can't even see the street lights that are out in front of it. It can't see the traffic. And so if those lights happen to turn while the truck is in front of us, it's not going to be able to see anything. So, well, in this case, it's getting around the truck, which is pretty interesting. All right, much better speed control. I'm just not sure if it's because of FSD getting better or because we actually had a vehicle in front of us, which makes it a little bit easier for the system to maintain the proper speed and acceleration. Now, if you're wondering why FSD is not getting over in the other lane and passing the truck up, that's because there's a guy sitting in my blind spot on the left, and he's just kind of hovering there because there's a police car behind him. So he's not exactly going faster than the speed limit. He's slowly going to pass us. Nope, he came up and just sat right alongside. So FSD can't get over. This is bad. Hate seeing drivers clog up the lanes like that. Wow, when you're even slowing a cop down, you know you have problems. The left lane is for passing only. Wow. The FSD is making its decision finally to get over and go around the truck. Let's see if FSD is smart enough to figure out that this person in this blue car can't drive or doesn't understand the rules. And FSD decides to go around like everybody else is. Welcome to Atlanta driving, folks. Politely got over because we're only doing 61, 62. Speed limit is 55, so it's doing the right thing. It's maintaining the speed here. This is why I stress FSD is a lot better than people. That blue car is still in the left lane, and it's still about the same distance. Very nice merge. There was no jamming of the brakes there, just a gradual slowdown as he cut in. That part is definitely a lot better, because before the truck would like lurch forward if somebody tried to cut in like that. That was a very smooth transition, actually. I'm really impressed. Okay, we've got another cut in here. Somebody that is not coming up to speed on the on-ramp. They just came in and slowed down. FSD just kind of came in behind them. I'm going to see how long it takes before FSD decides to go around them. Okay, here we come out to the turn. They're slowing down significantly. FSD is adjusting, not jamming on the brakes. Braking has definitely gotten better, without a doubt. Okay, here's this tough part. We're going to be merging into quite a bit of traffic here. And what I want to do is get on over to the HOV lane, because before, FSD always had me getting off with these exits that are off the HOV lane off the left side. And it kept wanting to take these exits, even though that's not what it's supposed to do in the navigation. So I'm going to manually tell the vehicle to get on over to the left lane, just so that we can test that out. It's already kind of getting over a little bit, but I don't think it's going to go into the HOV lane on its own. So we're going to get over there just as quickly as possible. Oh, that is much better. It would have been jamming on the brakes for that before. It would have ran all the way up his tailpipe. Now, for those that aren't from around here, this is just normal Atlanta traffic in the middle of a day. Believe it or not. Still doing a pretty good job. All right, Let's see if I can't get over here again. Get our signal on. Well, they're being very nice today. They're letting us over. I'm impressed. Thank you guys so much. Wow, I was getting ready to take control and make them do that, but FSD did it on its own. Much smoother. Okay, so for the real test, let's see if it takes these exits up ahead. Wow, I look down, and you know what's impressive? It's that down here on the screen, right down here, look at the power usage. Typically with the cyberbeast, we've been looking at numbers around 400 watt-hours per mile or more. Some folks are looking at 470, 480, 490. We're down at 329. That's insane for a cyberbeast. That's incredible. The only thing I can attribute it to is the fact that we're just not going very fast and there's a lot of traffic. But you'd think with the stop and go traffic, would you be using more power to get the vehicle going? But that's some really good efficiency. Did not expect that at all. In fact, let's take a look at the graph, see what it says. I guess the system's even impressed as well. Look at that. Yeah, braking is definitely 100% better. Definitely. A couple of times there when it just came to a slow crawl behind this car in front of us, I was bracing myself for the inevitable lurch forward as the brakes just kind of jammed on, which is what I've been used to in the past. It would run right up to these cars and really start pressing on the brake pretty hard. Now the braking is definitely softer. There's a noticeable difference in the braking here. Maybe that's what it is they fixed. You know, they claimed there was some bug fixes. It was a minor update. We don't completely know what those fixes were, but I'm definitely seeing something with the braking action in the vehicle. And this braking action is a lot more comfortable. It's a lot more natural. Now, in another half a mile, we're coming up to one of those exits on the left. You can see the exit coming up in a half a mile. The vehicle tends to want to take these exits for some odd reason, even though it doesn't put the signal on. There's nothing on the navigation that says it should take it, but it would just make a beeline for the exit for no apparent reason. I'm really hoping that they fixed it. That would be huge. Okay, here we go. Here's the first exit. Love to take it. So I'm going to get ready to take control now. So I'm not going to let it take the exit. But if it starts making its way, I'm going to have to stop it. So far, so good. Wow. And it's not jamming on the brakes. Nice, soft slow down. It didn't take the exit. Not this one anyway. We got another one to go. We do have another exit to go, and we'll see if it takes it. I'm impressed. The vehicle has not jammed the brakes, not one time. I'm not even sure it's engaged the regular disc brakes. I think it has all been regenerative braking, which would be a very large step up, which would explain the low watt hour per mile as well. Because before, FSD was not utilizing the regenerative braking very well. It would actually keep the acceleration going until it had to slow down, and then it would just jam on the brakes. Oh, let's not get out of the HOV lane. Let's not do that. We don't want to do that. We have 3 miles to go. No, I don't want to go. Don't do that. No, I don't want to go. Why are you trying to get over? Don't get over. We We have 3 miles to go. Why are we trying to change lanes here? That is another bug. All right. Oh, I didn't even touch it that time. It thought about it. Oh, it thought about it. Okay, 1 mile to the next exit. It must see all this traffic and goes, hey, I got to get over early. That's the only thing I can come up with. But I really wanted to get to this next exit and see if it decides to take it. Okay, well, we'll let it go. All right, here we go again, part 2. All right, we're going to try and start it off here and just start from a standing park. See if FSD can get us out into traffic and get us going here. Oh, there's a car coming. Ooh, accelerated nicely. Tough to take that turn. It was a hard right turn that it took. It was stopping and going. It was a jerky right turn. Another blind right turn. Wow, they're stopping at a green light. Why? Okay. Not sure why they were stopped at the green light there. Maybe a bit late on the right turn signal, but it's finally getting over. We're going to make a right turn from the middle lane. Looks like. Let's see if it cuts it short. It's not cutting it short. It's going right where it needs to. Now it's getting over again. Now it got over early this time. There's the yellow light. Yeah, red light. Yeah, it used to be where it would try to make that, and then when it turned, it all of a sudden had to make a quick decision and either jam on the brakes or hurry up and run through the intersection. And I've seen it where FSD has run a red light before like that. Much better decision making this time around. Kind of a late start off the line for the green light. I think they're letting us in. I think they're letting us in. I'm going to take over because it's not going over. I think it's because the guy behind us was still kind of close and FSD wasn't comfortable with it. So he was letting us in, but FSD was not taking the bait. Boy, lots of traffic through here. Tell you what, I'm going to take control and go around. Only because I know a better way than the FSD. And we're back with FSD engaged. Had to take a slight detour there to get around most of that traffic. Otherwise, it was going to take us all day long. So now this is one of the toughest things it's going to have to do, because I know there's a lot of traffic jumping onto this other interstate up here. And folks in this area can get quite aggressive when it comes to getting off at these exits up here. Now it's exit. It decided to change exits on me. I thought it was going to get off here at I-20. But much as I asked it to do that, it decided, no, we're not going that way. We're going to go down around the different way, which is about another 3 miles down the road. Now, I can't really blame it because it's probably rerouting for traffic and all of that. But my question is, why are we still in the traffic for I-20? We're starting to pick up speed now, but if that was the case, we probably should have got over another lane. Okay, so now we're coming up to a situation where there's an 18-wheeler on our right side, and it looks like, oh no, he turned off his signal. He's not wanting to get over anymore. I thought he was going to come over.
Well, overall, it was a really great ride. As you can see, FSD did definitely improved on the braking, as the hard braking has all but disappeared, at least on this drive anyway. I'm gonna have to take it around a little bit more just to test it out to see if it's still doing that in any other situations. But just looking at this, 100% better on the brake. Now the HOV exits, I really wish we would have had a chance to test more. I'm gonna have to go back out again and try that a couple more times to see if it'll actually not take the wrong exits. We'll see if that happens. However, there are two notes that I have to make that were not captured on the video. There was a red light and a stop sign that FSD tried to run, and these would be considered critical interventions, as if I didn't intervene, there could have been a potential accident. And this is why you've still got to pay attention, even though FSD is active. Please pay attention so that accidents don't happen, people. Thank you. Well, if you enjoyed what you've seen, please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you want to see more of, and I'll be sure to try to get it to you. Until next time, folks, this has been REDFIRE. Peace.